So today we are going to get to learn a little bit about our plastic mats. And as you can see here, mine's yellow. Everybody has a different color, and there's two sides to it. One is the side with this piece of paper with your letters and your name on it, and the other side has your name on it too. So we're going to talk about both sides and how to use them. So let's talk first about this front side here. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull out this paper here that has the letters on it, and you are going to need your scissors, and I want you to cut out your letters. So I'm going to cut on the dotted lines. I'm going to cut my letters out. Now, these are the letters of your name. I have just Porter for mine, though my writing practice has Mrs. Porter. Now I'm going to cut all the extra paper off, and I'm going to throw away the scraps here. Let me fix that there. And then I'm just going to cut out the letters. That's okay if they don't stay in order, because we're going to use them a lot to build with. Cutting on the dotted lines, just like that. Now, you are going to practice both sides today a couple of times, a few times each, and we're going to use these many times over the next few weeks to practice our names and to also practice with our materials. So after you've cut out your letters, you're going to put your scissors back in your pencil box, and then you're going to get out your marker and your eraser. Okay? Now the first thing you're going to do is at the top here, it says Mrs. Porter starts with P, and I'm going to trace the P right on my mat. Okay? And then I'm going to practice writing my name. So I'm going to start here at the top with my M and see how nicely I can write it with my marker, my period, and then I'm going to write Porter using the dotted lines. Now, the fun thing about this mat is that then the next step of this, you're going to actually snap the cap on your marker. Oh, I heard the snap. And then down here, you are going to use your Play-Doh to build the letters. Now, remember when we made those Play-Doh snakes earlier in the week? Here's my Play-Doh. I'm only going to need a little bit to make these Play-Doh snakes. And I'm going to roll it. And I'm going to see if I can make these letters. Let's see if I have enough here to make this M. It's pretty close. Let's see. Just roll it a little bit more. I'm going to build my name, trying to do it as best as I can. There we go. There's my M. I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take another little piece, and look, I'm not taking much Play-Doh at all. And I'm going to roll it. And this one, I think I can actually even take off a little bit more, because you want to make sure you have enough for your whole name. And I can make my R like that. And then I can keep going for each of my letters. So you would first write it with your marker. Then you're going to roll Play-Doh snakes and try to build it with Play-Doh. Then at the bottom, you are going to mix these up, and you're going to try to build it. So I have a P first for Porter, then an O, oops, maybe I pick this one up, then an R, then a T, then my E, then my R, just like that. Okay, now you don't have to rebuild your name with the Play-Doh. You only have to do that once. You can leave it on there, or when you're done you can put it away. But I do want you to rewrite and build your name 2 more times. So I'm going to erase my top, and then I would take my letters and mix them up, and then I'm going to start again, writing my P, and then my letters just like this, and then I would build my letter, my name at the bottom, and then I would do that 2 more times. Now when you're done, you're going to make sure you snap the cap on your marker, clean off the plastic. We don't ever want to leave marker to sit dry on it. And then you're going to pick up all your letters, make sure you don't lose any of them, pick them all up, and then you're going to lift up the flap of this, and you're going to just set them on your board and kind of push them in so they don't fall out. Now, after you've done that, you're going to flip it over to the other side, and you are going to practice your name here. Now, this says rainbow write your name, but we're just going to practice it inside the lines. We haven't done anything with rainbow writing yet, and you'll learn about that, but I'm going to write my name inside these bubbles, which gives me a little freedom to practice the shapes. Then down here, I have my name where I trace it. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Now I have to be a little bit more precise. And I'm going to do that twice on my mat, just like this. I'm going to do the same thing again. Just like that. And then I'm going to write my name down here. And I'm going to try and follow it just like I did up at the top. Making sure I'm being mindful of that dotted line. Which letters are short? Which letters are tall? We're going to really start talking about letters in another week or so, about how to form them. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. P is tall, O is a short letter, so is R. T is tall, E is short, R is tall. Now after I finish this, I'm going to look at them. Boy, I did pretty good. I'm going to try again though, and I'm going to do that 2 more times. So just to repeat, on this side, you're going to do your writing of your name and the building of your name 3 times, and building it with the Play-Doh once, making sure you snap the cap. And then on the back, you're going to practice all the pieces on this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a second time all the way through, and then a third time. When you're done, make sure your cap is snapped on your Play-Doh, everything is put back, that you've wiped everything off. Put your circle pad and your marker back into your box and put this back into your learning kit. This is a really fun way to be able to practice things, and we'll be using this tool a lot this year. Have fun!